We had health health-related problems sa family ko. One had cancer, my sister had cancer, one had myocarditis. So, ang dami-daming events na matatakot ka or magda-doubt ka na gagaling ba sila and all.
Healthy na kwentuhan, komportableng usapan. Sagot ko na yan. Kaya share mo na. Dito sa Share Ko Lang. Ang magsishare sa atin ngayon ang tinaguriang rock and soul diva ng bansa, Aicelle Santos Zambrano. Ine-enjoy niya ngayon ang buhay may asawa at pagiging full-time mom sa kanyang newborn baby bukod sa pagiging magaling na artista at singer.
When people were looking back nun, naglo-look back sila na isang taon na yung pandemic, diba? Yung iba parang feeling nila, yung mga statements ng iba is like, oh, parang this year was stolen from us. Yung may gano'n, no? Parang I wasted a year of my life. And the thing is, syempre nung umpisa, hindi naman natin na-expect that it would last this long.
Like what I said earlier, just, seeing the little things, the positive little blessings that you have with you is enough to get you through, for a day, the next couple of days, diba? So, yun na lang ang titignan natin.
Was there any shift in mindset or approach at all that you had to do during this year?
That strengthened my faith and yung tiwala ko talaga kay Lord na no matter what, whatever happens, He's in control. Kailangan ko lang balikan yung miracles na nangyari sa akin ng mga nakaraang taon. Tapos ibabalik ko ngayon. And that's when I, after that prayer, makakalma na lang ako. Na, oo nga naman, Lord, why should I fear?
It sounds like parang hindi ito yung unang beses, no?
No.
Na nagkaroon ka ng pagsubok, ng uncertainty, ng takot. Yeah. So actually, di ba, interesting, di ba? Kasi yung the concept of adversity, no, as something that strengthens us. Medyo medyo controversial yan in the sense na, of course, we don't wish adversity on anyone, right? Of course not. And I think almost everyone will go through adversity at some point. Diba? That's a fact of life. This pandemic is definitely an extraordinary adversity.
It's something you just see in movies, honestly.
Parang no one could be prepared mentally for this when it happened. And yun na nga, parang nung nabalikan mo yung adversity mo and naalala mo na, okay, you got through that. Your faith helped you get through that. Your family, right? Supporting each other helps you get through that. So parang just remembering that is enough to be able to take a step back of this extraordinary event. Diba? Unprecedented in our generation at least. And to say, okay, ito lang, extra big lang to, pero madadaanan din.
Yeah, totoo.
And ako, again, parang, I really am interested in that kasi yun nga, parang yung resilience. Diba? What gets people to work through such times? Yun eh. And I noticed parang, wow, there's some, parang, well, at least now, no? A year later, now that I'm talking to you, it sounds, you're parang napaka-anchored, if I may say so. Parang,
it's just him. It's not me, oo. Kasi
I
sa
see.
tao lang naman tayo, hindi ba? May mga usapan kami ng husband ko na ganito. Sabi niya, I want your faith. Sabi sa akin ng husband ko. Kasi I was never tested the way you were. Sabi ko, huwag mo nang hintayin. Kasi yung hirap talaga ng pinasdaanan namin pamilya. Huwag mo nang ganon. Basta know that, whatever you're going through, lagi mong naririnig ko, hindi na may bibigay ni Lord yan kung hindi naman. Totoo yun.
I'm curious, yung sabi mo, yung husband mo, he hasn't gone through that kind of experience, how did you help him, di ba? How did you help him adjust or support him para you can, di ba? Is it lendable, this resilience? Di ba?
Parang ako lang, just here to remind him. Pero hindi ko para ipilit. Hindi ba? Kasi minsan parang close to naging na or something. So ako lang, when he feels na naiinis sa work or, finances, ganyan. Parang, lang ako, parang ako yung voice of conscience mo, ganyan, sa likod. Okay lang yan. Kasi, alam mo, meron tayong ganito. That's something to be happy about, diba? So, ganun lang. Chemistry dito sa bahay. I have my days. I really do have my days na naghugas ako ng bottle ng bata, ganyan. Tapos parang, I'd feel so emotional. Ganyan. Tapos pupunta ako sa kanya, hawak ko yung kamay, iyak na lang ako. Oh, what's wrong? Gaganon siya. So, sabihin ko lang, I miss my family. I just needed hinga lang ng content because truth is, I can't see them because my mom's immunocompromised, my dad as well, my baby's a 3-month-old, diba? So, yeah, so ganun lang, give and take.
So, ano yung strength naman ni Mark, right? And, kung yung resilience mo is the calm, patient, di ba? Parang there's a purpose to this.
Siya yung alam mo yung life of the party. Ganon. He's a joy giver. Parang may kasama kang bata. Magaan siya kasama. Oo. Parang kang biglang may kalaro. Kasi ako, pagkausap mo ako, mas seryoso ko. Tingnan mo nga, di ba? Pag nag-usap tayo, medyo seryoso. Siya, yung mag-aalam, isang mga kalpohan, ganyan. So, feeling ko maganda yung balance namin. Especially now that we have baby.
So, he brings joy and fun, right? And what could be sometimes, di ba, yun ang very common, it could be monotonous days sometimes.
Yeah.
And as you said, there are things you're not able to, di ba? You won't able to see your parents, etc. So, he can bring, that kind of relief.
Well, totoo naman sa kahit sino, di ba, if you're going through something, may mahingahan ka lang, actually makausap ka lang sa phone about it, or someone hugs you, you're okay. Kailangan mo lang ilabas kasi sa panahon ngayon, kailangan din natin alagaan yung sanity natin, hindi ba? So, kapag meron mga nararamdaman na gano'n, huwag mo itago, ilabas mo. No, pag nilabas mo, after a few minutes, okay ka naman
Wow! Medyo parang medyo luck din yun that you and him complement each other in a pandemic situation. Buti na lang.
Oo nga, thank you, Lord.
Diba?
Oo, kasi may iba na kakainisan samsawa na ako sa'yo. Well, siguro dahil bago pa lang kaming mag-asawa I don't know.
In a way, it helps, as you said, no? Kasi nga, the newlywed stage, syempre you'd love to spend more time with each other. And as I understand it, syempre both of you had very busy careers, up to now actually, right? And in a way, the pandemic has allowed you physical time together. And then now the baby, di ba? There's the cocoon thing, di ba? Baby brain. Talagang all you wanna do, right? Is just really just spend time with the baby. So okay, so there are these sort of little gifts. I don't know how else to say it, di ba? It's like, okay, we're here. We have to, we have no choice but to accept that we're in this situation. And there are little gifts that you get to sort of enjoy and celebrate.
Yes. Oo.
Yeah.
Parang life lang yan, Marami tayong gusto, pero hindi naman lahat natin nakukuha everything right now, So, unti-unti lang. So, still, call yourself lucky kasi you have these little gifts. Endless.
So what have you discovered or maybe reconfirmed? Hindi naman kailangan mag-change, but what have you confirmed for yourself? Ito talagang importante sa akin. At the end of the day, di ba? Pandemic or not, this is what's important for me.
At the end of the day, it's, family first, and health also. It comes hand in hand na sila, side by side. So, yun ang importante sa ngayon talaga. And siguro, I read a post from a friend din, which I can relate to. Nitong pandemic, mas minahal niya yung, mga taong mahal niya sa buhay. Parents niya, yung mga kapatid niya, na magkakalayo sila, pero mas nag-uusap sila. But now, pag nagme-message ako, may ganun na. Parang, I love you, Maada, ingat ka po. Because really, that's how you feel and that's how much you miss them. And dahil nga, you can't be there present na, to show your love kahit man lang sa text. And yung malaman nila na may nakakaalala sa kanila. What I do is, send them photos of Zandrine. Kasi nakaka-happy naman yung baby photos, diba? So kahit pa paano, mapawi yung mga lungkot nila, yung pagkami sa isa't isa. Because we're quite aware na talagang we can't see each other to protect each other.
So it sounds like parang more than ever, no? Parang communicating to your loved ones and really showing, your love and care for each other. Parang hindi na natin pwedeng iasa na, ay, alam na nila yon. Ngayon, go na. Ilabas mo na lahat.
Kasi nga, Diyos ko, hindi natin alam kung kailan ba matatapos ito.
So, I guess I'm wondering, kasi yung iba, some people, parang kind of looked at this and decided, okay, I'm gonna wait. Diba? I'm gonna hold and put on pause a lot of the things that I wanted to do in life. For you, at least in terms of family life, diba? You went ahead, you formed a family. Were there things that you also had to put a pause on? And maybe because it's not within your control talaga, diba? It has to wait. And there are things that you and maybe your husband said, you know what? Kahit pandemic, let's go for it. Let's do it. Meron ka bang Pinos? Meron ka bang, no, we're living our lives this year?
Well, ako masasabi ko, we're living through it. Hindi namin inallow na talagang, okay, no one goes out, no one goes to work because there's pandemic. Okay, sana kung bilyonaryo kami, but we have bills to pay. So, yung pinag-uusapan namin, especially me, I'm nursing, going back to work, we had a really nice conversation about it, which turned out good, kaya nga nakabalik ako ng trabaho. Sabi na asawa ko, if you stop your life, diba, hanggang kailan ba itong COVID? And then you won't be able to go back to work. And of course, there's fear of getting the virus outside, but Mami, maswerte ka pa nga yung trabaho mo. In a month, ilang beses lang. But there are millions of, workers who go to work 9 to 5 yung job nila and they expose themselves, blah, blah, blah. Sabi ko, oo nga.
Parang this anchor that we mentioned earlier, parang hindi lang siya anchor na magpapastable. It's also that gentle encouragement. Go ahead. Move forward. Live the life that you want.
Oo, totoo yun.
And something that I hope people realize is that it's okay to put some things back
behind
from time to time. I think especially as women, as working moms, right? There's this pressure na everything has to be 100%. Right at the front. And parang, di ba? Parang, no, but you have to do it all. Yan. Medyo sticky.
Especially having this social media as your model, that you have to be this and this and this. Ay, nako, the pressure that gives girls and women na kailangan si ganito, dapat ganyan din ako. Please, no. No. You're hurting yourself more. Diba?
And especially kasi in the pandemic, when I've been advising people, around this situation, I tell them it's okay to take it down a notch. Diba? We can't give ourselves the same exact goals as we had, diba? The same expectations as we had before. Kasi that doesn't make sense, right? Diba? Parang we're dealing with so many things. We should give ourselves a break and
kaya nga itong pandemic, ni-remind tayo na dapat we go back to the basics, right?
Mm-mm.
Yung simpleng, yung ulam mo, laging lutong ulam, paulit-ulit, as compared to lagi kang merong restaurant food or your favorites outside. Parang, oy, kumakain ka pa rin naman. So, deal with the home-cooked meals. Simple lang.
Yeah. So, siguro like, yun. So, looking back now, and it sounds like, gosh, you really lived your life. You didn't let it stop you. You're also realistic about it, of course, right? Changes had to be made. In terms of, values and priorities, what really matters to you. I'm sure you've reflected on that. Maybe in prayer or otherwise. Yeah. But we're still going to be in this, and we're still going to have to pull on what anchors us, right? We're going to have to pull on our faith, on each other, on our family. And I guess, I'm just wondering if there's anything you'd like to share or say, to families or people, or maybe even new moms like you, di ba? Parang how to help them also kapit pa and sort of, get anchored like you are.
We don't want to be positive dun sa test ng COVID, but stay positive. Oo. Sa mindset, hindi ba?
Mm-hmm.
And trust na may tumutulong sa atin. God's helping hand is always there, available, just waiting for us to reach out sa Kanya kasi hinihintay niya lang talaga tayo.
Challenges are part of life, lalo na sa panahon ngayon. Kaya importanteng humanap tayo ng panggagalingan ng lakas. Pwedeng manggaling ito sa pagmamahal ng pamilya, mga kaibigan, o kaya sa ating pananampalataya. Huwag mag-atubiling humiram ng lakas at tapang sa iba kung kinakailangan. After all, we're only human. Mag-share kayo sa amin. Email us at sharekolang@gmanews.tv.